Hello, Down with the Sun tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Destiny of Emperor with me, BlueAnkylo, where we must go from King of Shu to Emperor of all China. Hopefully in the next couple episodes. Yeah, we're getting pretty close to the end here. So let's get this game loaded up. That was just my mouse, no big deal. Just decided to jump off the table. 1 second, guys. I might need that in the future. I swear sometimes the cable, like the cords just get a little bit tangled up with like my headset or something, and then I move an inch and everything else goes a meter. I understand why some people like wireless. I just hate dealing with batteries and Wi-Fi. But cable management is certainly an issue. Sorry about that. Good start. Let's get back to Blue's trip. This is not where I saved, by the way. Just have you know. So, anyway, today we're going to go to the Sun Dynasty, which is the land of Wu, and we will get there via flying, first to Changsha, and this is where I actually saved the game, but apparently I forgot that doesn't matter. So this is why I use save states rather than in-game saves. It doesn't actually save where you were. This is where I saved, technically, but this is fine. It's not that far away. This is a new bridge, by the way, so I don't think anyone in the game, tells you, by the way, we built a bridge to the next kingdom, but it's here. So we should start seeing even larger enemy forces, like 5,000. This might be about as high as I remember them ever getting in the base game, although some of the patch notes for the remix mention that they have increased enemy army sizes in the late game, which is what we're heading into. So we certainly gain a lot of XP per fight right now, which is potentially really good. I see a cave up there. Is that mandatory? Not yet. We do this castle first. At least we try. Apparently I just took some damage. I noticed my lowest, these wild man forces are actually hitting us hard enough that Guanxing is kind of getting low. Yeah, they're able to do hundreds of damage, so that's something to keep in mind. The just random encounters did get a fairly big jump in strength, at least. Good for grinding, but also you got to make sure you're a little bit careful. Anyway, we should be okay. Let's see what we get in this castle. Prepare to die. I alone am best. Alright, so let's see what these guys got. Gan Ning, very strong. Oh yeah, very strong. Lu Su, smart. I see some annoying tactics. And Gu Yong, mostly smart. Okay. So Gan Ning is going to do tons of damage. Lu Su is going to do magic. Maybe we do that terror strat again? Or some more thunder strats? Sure, we just did 3,000 damage. We're pretty strong, too. I think the AI for life is not very smart. So we got only Lu Su that I care about hit by terror. I mean, it's better than nothing, but it's not what I was hoping for. Now, Hong Zhong is quite hurt. I think the single target healing spell might not even be worth it anymore. It's so out of date. Do I try again? Let's try... Let's let Zhao Yun do some thunder. And we'll try another terror on Guanxing, just for fun. Lu Su should be dead. Alright, big hit. Thunder, definitely strong. Yeah, should be using Thunder if we've got it, I think. This is the right time for it. Although, there you go, we got Terror on the boss, so that's good. Okay, the healing spell only 700 HP, worthless. Let's finish this one off. I think... Let's just see how much the elixir heals. It might be kind of a waste, but... Let's just attack. We should be okay here. That Gon Ning guy does hit pretty hard, but he's going to lose this turn. Oh, what a good Thunder. If that wipes out the weaklings mostly, lets our heavy hitters focus on, you know, this guy. Alright, so the elixir might actually literally be full health, or like 10,000 or more. So I got a couple of those from random drops on enemy groups, but we will be able to buy them, I think, pretty soon. And that's what we're going to want going into the end game for single target healing, I guess. Unless we get a new spell for it. Alright, XP, bunch of food. Castle get. This is John-on. John-on? I don't know. John-on. It's a tongue twister castle. I think there's an item in here somewhere, by the way. A canal was built from Lake Poyang to block the southern pass. Oh. You gotta go south, but Zhao Yu built that canal. And we're not allowed to swim. How do you clog the canal? You blast it! You go to Mount Poyang and take some special powder, and bam, it gets filled with earth. Just mix pale saltpeter, an old branch, which has lived over 1,000 years, and my sulfur. Go find the branch and the saltpeter, I'll make it for you. Alright, thanks, random old man. Random shop? What you got? Ah, see, like I said, elixirs. So I think, usually as I get towards endgame prep, if I remember correctly, I start trying to leave 1 or 2 elixirs on everybody for emergency healing. Something like that. I also liked having a bunch of power pills, usually around the endgame, because they were kind of too strong most of the time, but for some of the final fights, it was nice to do mega damage. Why don't you just clog the canal? I'm trying. In the past, we had lots of saltpeter in a cave. Yeah, I will get there. Food. Suspicious house. You're looking for a 1,000-year-old tree. Oh, there's one in my backyard. Just chop it down. I don't mind. You found some dead wood. Alright, so that's the wood. We need the saltpeter. And we need something else, right? Was that it? It's just that. Saltpeter plus dead wood. And we'll be able to make another bomb. We've already had gunpowder, but we haven't had second gunpowder. Just double checking my list of loot. This was John-on. Oh, there was another one, actually. Hold on. Yeah. Sorry. Right, I got the mandatory loot. There is, theoretically, one more searchable behind the tree. Easily missed. Oh my! Is that actually worth it? So we already have G axes. And we just got a free one, even though we have better weapons drops already. Lame. So that's just sellable, I guess. It's a shame. I don't love it when games give you loot that's basically worse than what you can already buy in a store. Not my favorite. Still free, you know, it's money, but... okay. Let's go to the cave. Wow, that guy's got a little bit too many soldiers, by the way. What is with his face? Can we actually, like, safely fight this many units? Is that too much? Should we be trying to do, like, turncoat strats or something here? I mean, that's 5,000 damage. Fail on terror, of course. Chaos within his ranks from turncoat. So yeah, I still don't exactly know what that even does. Let's just try to pay attention to the pop-up, the dialogue. Well, whatever it is, it just cost him a turn to get rid of it. Maybe it just stops him from acting the way terror does, except it's single target. Which would be okay. But yeah, that guy has a few too many soldiers for my taste. Dang. Suddenly 18,000 out of nowhere? Alright, we have one. Well, we do get some pretty good XP. I'm just going to go immediately recover those tactic points because I didn't get anywhere. Alright. Let's try this again. Alright, we're caving. Alright, apparently enemy armies just have 18,000 now. Great. I guess we'll try a terror, I don't know. Quadruple attack. That's pretty sweet. Archery. Well, we know that that's relatively out of date. I mean, still hits upwards of 1,500. Of course. Okay, I'm going to speed through some of these random encounters because they're going to just slow us down, but I will need to fight through these somewhat efficiently, or else we'll run out of tactic points for healing. Maybe this is the point in the game where the random battles are just scaled up a little bit too much. We'll see. Well, we'll get stronger too. Like, you know, we're not at our capacity yet, but the frick is this? This is just way too many. Do we just try to run? That's a crazy number of enemies. Okay, random battles, retreating, we're getting there. We got a halberd drop, hold on. That's very likely an upgrade. 150. Ooh, that's a big upgrade. Okay, okay. I will certainly take enemy encounters that drop real upgrades on the team. That'll probably save us some pretty big gold in future towns. Alright. Interesting way of powering up. Just get random drops that are better than anything else you can find. Oh, this is going to be one of those big mazes, isn't it? And then we're just going to get constantly swarmed by these overpowered generals. This one might take a while, guys. He just one-shot somebody. And that was the one person with the life tactic, of course. I didn't give everyone revives yet. Hold on, how much damage does he do on a regular attack? Over 3,000. He almost just one-shots. It depends on the unit, but my 2 or 3 weakest units, he basically one-shots. That's kind of ridiculous. And it's just a random encounter, right? This isn't even like a boss fight or anything. Alright, let's just speed this up. I think we'll be okay. Youch. So I did buy some revives in advance. It's not like I didn't do any of that, but just one battle and we are... Well, we'll have to spend some TP to heal, basically. And because that was a big fight, I lost track of which direction I was going. I think I'm still heading the right way. This one, I might need to get a map here because I'm starting to get a bit mixed up. Oh, I was supposed to heal in that fight. Sorry, I was talking about my mapping. I forgot that I was going to do some healing. Alright, that was 2,000 HP to the group. And we get a good level up. Okay, we need some levels, I think. Maybe I should have grinded between episodes. I thought, like, the last couple chapters we've been fighting, I would say, pretty efficiently, winning the tough fights. Okay, maybe that's all we needed was the restore tactic. Who learns that? Did Zhao Yun get it? Okay, Zhao Yun will have a good heal now. He might be the only one, though. Yeah, as we get close to the end of the game, we might need to replace one of our units with Zhuge Liang. Okay, that's the quest objective. We are officially done in this cave, except, you know, potentially finding other loot, other treasure that may exist in here. Given that these fights are insane, we did not escape, and we did not escape, and we did not escape, and we did technically escape, but now everyone's dead. Alright. I would like to finish clearing this cave, but this is not feeling great. Is this a path to a treasure, or am I going backwards now? I mean, I don't even want to fight anybody here. Jeez, look at these guys. I really hope restore... Oh, it's single target. No, I want the good AoE one. Okay, Remedy is still, like, around 1,000 for everybody, which is fine. Vanish is annoying. Restore might literally be a full heal. I mean, I wanted it, but I also wanted the AoE as well. Apparently we can do nothing in this fight. Let's negate whatever his tactics are. Stupid terror. This is why I hate these fights. Okay, this is bringing back bad memories. I was hoping the remix wasn't going to suddenly do this kind of junk again, but here we are. Enemies that you can barely hit, that are way too strong, and will hit you with terror. Like, they'll steal your turn, and they'll... Okay, we win, but at what cost, you know? It's our last revive. And unfortunately... So the thing is... Like, elixirs are very cheap. For the amount you get healed, they're a very, very cheap way of dungeon healing like this. Or mid-battle healing. But it's the inventory time, right? Like, yes, I accept that this is not really a drain on resources. But I don't want to have to do that every random encounter, you know? I mean, every random encounter with powerful generals, but... I was hoping for more, like... Okay, that's the entrance again. Dang it. Was this just a big loop-de-loop with two different routes? That does seem to happen. I feel like maybe this is just all cleared. But I was hoping for more, like, dropping, not iron helmets, but I want more halberds. I want more damage. Okay, that's just the way down. Okay, this place is a big dead end, yeah. Fine. Fortunately, we can just teleport straight back, so good enough. Okay, whew. Hey, you're right. Let's not overestimate our power. Yeah, okay, here we go. Okay, dash of this, a little of that. Blasting powder. Thank you. Did he just run off to go explode? Yeah. It's very much like Final Fantasy 1 when you get the TNT. Suddenly, the earth shook and the mountain burst as if from the blow of some mighty demon. This isn't the first time you've used gunpowder, though. Or magic. Good, now you may pass. A canal was built. Too bad we already blew it up. Alright, so, lessons. We need to spend more time buying tons of revives for somebody to hold on to. Pang Tong, I guess. Sure. Then I want maybe 2 elixirs for everybody. All right, everyone has some of those, and I want to sell. Machao has an old axe that we don't need, so we'll get rid of that. All right, that should be enough for the moment. We'll see. Okay, so we blew up the canal. We are going to continue on. No more water. We invade Wu more. To the battlefield! Destroy the army! Honestly, not as bad as that 5 enemy generals that all had like 15,000 each. Still, very strong. Everyone's pretty strong now. I guess we just focus down the top slot if we can. Do I try any strategy? Thunder did seem pretty strong. I'll try one more terror. But I'm questioning my choices with it already. Alright, immediately stops us from attacking. And then terror does nothing. Well, they both have high enough intelligence, I guess it makes sense. And terror doesn't seem to last very long, even against randoms, so that's unfortunate. Alright, we're probably going to start missing, mostly, unless we get negate. I don't know. Maybe some agility will help. Okay, we have undone his evasion, so we are able to hit them again. Meanwhile, he's going to attack us. Okay, not nearly as deadly as the guy that was hitting us for like 5,000 damage in attack. We'll do another thunder, I think. We might be getting to the point in the game where just every castle fight, we need to go heal up. Just use all your tactic points every single battle, basically. Every, castle battle, that is. Because I do remember that happening pretty often in the late game, too, so. Alright, archery it is. I think we've won, so all out. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. And a free elixir, sure. This is Huiji. Is there an item in Huiji, or do I just search everything? Yes. Southwestern tent. One of these. I think. There you go. Is this better than the dropped halberd? We are looking, sorry, 170. Right. Item management. Fine. Let's... Oh, jeez. This is just for comparison. This is 160. The halberd is actually better. So this is the in-between weapon, which means it's stronger than the G axe, but weaker than the halberd. Is that equivalent to the talon? There's so many weird weapons. It's one step up from the talon knife, 2 steps up from the G. Okay. Pointless. So now we have a bunch of weird... Maybe it gets like extra attacks or something. I don't know. This is a lot of messing around. I'm trying to make sure my strongest, fastest units have the best weapons because these fights are pretty tough. But, yeah, somewhat questionable, maybe. Okay, empty. Wu Castle is defended by Zhuge Liang's brother, Zhuge Jin. I thought we already met his brother. I thought we were cool. You're from Jianan, but how'd you get across the canal? I mean, we could have just got some boats. It's just a canal. Canals are usually not incredibly difficult to cross. It's not like a raging rapid river, you know. I'm just gonna go heal up. It's like 5 steps away. We shall not be auto-battling the 20,000 and 25,000 armies of Lu Xun and Tashi Chi. I think this guy is also notably one of the stronger units in the Sun clan. So every battle is a boss battle. I'm kind of hoping this doesn't keep going, but we can't capture any of these guys until we win the... Oh, Terror does nothing. Useless. Just deleted. We actually lose this fight. There's no way we win. Oh, they revived one of us. That's great. Thank you. Alright. I'm gonna say for now, random enemy general power is way too high. Yes, we could grind some levels and start matching their numbers, but the fact that a random encounter can just start one-shotting my generals is kind of just obscene. I did see that I got a Shining Armor, which is an upgrade. Maybe, I forget. Shining Armor. No, they were upgrades before, but they're already purchasable at this point. Okay. Can we just kill one? If you could stop them from respawning, it wouldn't be so bad, but... Like, unless we can disable him, it's a pretty bad fight. Especially if he just starts one-shotting my guys. Okay, theoretically, we might have some higher defense with that. Maybe it caused a repel. Maybe we're good with a turncoat and a repel. But yeah, one general has almost as many soldiers as my entire 5-man team. And we're doing like less than 1,000 damage. That's not... Okay, turncoat is out instantly. Still, we got some damage in, I guess. Some. He's not even half dead. That's crazy. Do we try again? Yeah. I don't know what else we could do. I don't know how long these fortify kind of things last. Well, he didn't one-shot us. Funny how forgettable the backup armies are. Okay, he should be low enough now that he's not going to completely destroy us if he gets a turn, and he's just going to die. Alright. Great random encounter. All that for 2500 XP. Like, you can try to run, but there's no guarantee of running, right? And then you just... If someone's dead instantly, then you're not going to do much better. Alright, well, let's keep going. Every time, huh? Okay, lower base strength. We should be able to force through one of these. I'm going to try not to speed up too many of these actually very deadly battles. I'm at the point where I feel like we need everyone to have a halberd, because our base damage is in the hundreds, and it needs to be much higher. So fortify, I believe, is some amount of defense up. Maybe repel chance up, something like that. Doesn't seem to make much difference, though. Funny. Alright, which side? I think I'll do another small heal AoE here. Ooh, we got another one. Oh, that's good stuff. Am I gonna keep doing the full chain pass down? I don't know. Just gonna give this one to Huang. He's got a big army at least. And Zhao Yun is apparently my spellcaster more than not. I will have to think about swapping Zhuge Liang in at some point, I think. Even though he won't be as very good at, like, attacking, but... Just having a very powerful spellcaster is probably going to be... Well, I have a feeling it's going to be more and more important, you know? Just based on how difficult these giant enemy battles are looking. Maybe we'll still get a chance to get the instant death tactic. Okay, it looks like the next castle. Let me just scout a little bit. Yeah. Lots of dead space on the map. Not a bad thing, but... You know, like a lot of older RPGs, it's just dead space. It'd be nice if there was, like, some reason to explore, but there very rarely is. Let's try a random battle with a little bit of healing. Hopefully. Hopefully we'll end this fight with more HP than we start. Alright, let's do a round of defending. Okay, so funnily enough, you could, like against a single one remaining rebel force, I guess you could always now defend up to get max TP. I hope that the modders didn't balance the endgame around this. Because, yeah, you could always max up. Like, you can fully heal, basically. But, is this what we want to do? I don't know if that's full or not, but we'll do one more heal and then we'll kill him. And 159, I don't think that's actually full, but it's fine. Maybe you should always have one person defending when there's just like one guy left. Well, depends on turn order, but yeah. We captured Kanze. Hey! Nope. So you can check your max TP here. Yeah, we could actually have grinded it all the way up to 186. So... I don't know if I love that. It's cool that you can recover TP, but if the game is balanced around it, then that's less good, because it's a slow process. Crush 'em! Okay, still the castle battles are still easier than the random ones, really. Weird. Alright, I think we attack the nerd. And we just do some AoE damage. I do think haste might be valuable enough. If it can give, like, double attacks to some people, maybe that's worth it. I mean, haste is a great spell in a lot of RPGs, right? Like, just going faster, getting more attacks tends to be really strong, but... It depends on how the agility buff works, right? And how long it lasts. Alright, they immediately go for blur, or invisibility. Okay. Can we do, like, tactics for everyone for a round? Could try a duel. Hasn't worked in a while. Archery used to be pretty good. Better than nothing, I guess. And... the goal is to get negate. And... maybe a bit of chip healing while we wait. Or we could go for a terror. Failure? What? Because we can't attack them without just missing, right? So... at least we have some decent AoE damage still. Decent. So archery must still scale based on your intelligence, right? Machao is lower intelligence than Huangzhong, I think. Ouch! Oh, he's got thunder too. That's really bad. The fact that it can hit for like 3 grand. Oh man. Okay, we try a duel. Zhuge Jin does not play such games. He doesn't even get demoralized. I don't know. Try an attack. If negate doesn't even have a guaranteed chance to work, I don't know, man. Like, it's dispel, but I waste a turn to do nothing and then we can't even hurt them? Like, that seems really weak. Like, nice when it connects, but yeah, we can't... We should just be doing damage to them, right? I feel like Thunder's gonna be way better than Dispel. And, like, healing and defensing. Like, maybe I should have my own tactic protection up or something, right? Yeah, if the enemy can put a "you can't touch us" ability up, and our only way to remove that is, well, either to wait it out or to try a low percent dispel. I mean, I don't know the percentages, but it doesn't seem super reliable just yet. Alright, we're good. I mean, this wasn't a terrible fight. I'm still just trying to get a good feel for late game tactics, and I'm not going to say they're unbalanced, but it's a bit tricky, you know. Maybe we're under-leveled, who knows. This is Wu. Well, if this is Wu, does that mean we're done? Elixirs. Okay, nothing too new here. Oh, let's try to make some inventory space, though, because I know we've been picking up some stuff that we don't need. Wouldn't be surprised if this town has a shop with new armor and stuff as well. I expect those helmets need to be replaced. It's been a while. Okay, I think that's all my weapons that needs to be changed. Good. Did I heal up? Let's make sure we're healed up. There's a fortress nearby called Poyang. To reach Poyang, you must use the tunnel under the mountains. Uh-oh, another dungeon. So Wu, there's got to be a treasure in Wu, right? Seems like an important place. Oh, a custom little, this is a new... These are generally new when there's no... When you're not in the normal building, these guys that allow that, it's part of the mod that gives you a little bit more accessibility to some menus. We saw something glowing in the tunnel. Don't suppose Liu Bei would like to come here. There is no palace. Okay. How about the next level? How far away? 16,000 XP. Well, might need to do some grinding. So far we're doing alright, but those random encounters have scared me a little bit. It is said that the glowing thing houses a demon. Oh. I'm Lu Meng of Wu. If you invade, you will fail. Leave at once. And we've been doing alright. Let me check my searchable list here. Yeah, there's 2 things here, actually. We're almost done all the searchable treasure. Right side... Oh, man, of course. East side of road and west side of well. Or east side of well. Right side. Okay. Hold on. I checked below and above. But I didn't check this tile. We got another halberd. That's 3 halberds. I suppose in terms of, like, army equipment, halberds should be very good. If you don't want to use a shield, like, that's, like, high-end, late medieval military tech. Outside of, you know, gunpowder, not much higher tech than halberds, honestly, as far as I know. East side of inn, something like here. Sneaky. All right. So that's going to be Master Armor or something like that. I don't know. Seems new to me. Zhang Bao, you got 166 defense. $15 more defense on our top slot? Sure. Anybody in here to talk to? No, looks like we killed everybody. Okay, so double treasure. We're getting pretty close to the end of the searchable loot for this game, though. I think there's only one left, according to my list. Cool. Okay, so we have defeated another cave. I think, what are we looking at? 40 minutes into the episode? Assuming we don't get blocked by a really difficult fight, which is the cave coming up. We might be able to finish the Sun arc this episode. We'll see. I do think probably I'm gonna be doing a little bit of grinding between episodes. I feel like my army size is just falling behind too much right now. And basically, as long as we're getting one shot by random encounters, you know. Lusu. I don't trust him. He's not that strong, but... Whoa! By the way... That was just... How did we suddenly do 6,000 damage, man? Suddenly, we win. Maybe these guys are just kind of low strength, so it doesn't, you know, their combat prowess is not high enough. Yeah, but then there we go. We're just... Well, I guess that's a crit. Okay. Still, triple, quadruple, quintuple attack? So technically, Zhang Bao just about one-shot that guy with over 20,000. I mean, he got a lot of agility attacks in there, but... Whoa. The range is getting a little bit out of control. Like, how much damage you could do. Or, your lowest roll is, like, in the hundreds. Your highest roll is, like, 20,000. That's... maybe too much variance? I don't know. I have a feeling we can go get this treasure across the fire if we want. So let's not miss the magma treasure. No geomancers to avoid fire damage, but let's look at our stats. So we've got, let's say, 7643. 7643. So we took like less than 100 damage. Somewhere around 70. It's gonna add up, but we'll be okay. A dragon helmet. Nice. I guess we'll just let Zhang Bao get all the health. Or all the defense. 181. Should be another maybe good upgrade. It's been a long time since we've got a new helmet. So just plus 10 defense. I was hoping for more, because Iron Helmet was old tech. I will do a heal after we cross the lava again. The fact that you can survive walking on lava anyway is pretty impressive. We didn't just melt. Just a few soldiers die, that's it. No big deal. I guess the guys that melted maybe aren't feeling so good about this. But it's fine, we'll just give them a little bit of herbal remedy and they'll be back on their feet in no time. Look at that, they're all back. All the melted in lava soldiers just begging for death. But, a little bit of herbal remedy, a little bit of herb, they're back. Yeah, I think it's very important that we attack. If there's just one enemy general with, 20,000 plus soldiers, we really need to hit him first before he can do stuff like this. Or, I mean, yes, we can win the fight on All Out, but the amount of damage we take from those tactics, or, yeah, I mean, those are like wizardy type enemies. The more melee types still just hit. They hit one of my generals so hard they just kill them instantly, right? So we need to be a little bit tricky, a little bit careful about targeting priority. My guess is up is out, and this is the way to the treasure chest. Could be wrong. I got to level up. I mean, we are getting level ups quite quickly, which is another sign that we should be, we might be a bit under-leveled. Destroy tactic. Interesting. Is that instant death? I'll have to try that out next time we have a real general. How would you like to be destroyed, my friend? Also, 170... Wait. Oh, this replaces the fire tactic. Interesting. So, Zhao Yun doesn't even learn it. A couple people do. Well, I'll just use it once, we'll see what happens. If it does nothing, then, you know, I'll hate it forever. Never use it again. It did nothing. Great. Okay, yeah, this cave is big. Yeah, this might be the last or second last dungeon in the game. I forget, but... I suppose you guys have already seen the trick if I ever need to restore TP, though, so... In a way, it's easier than vanilla, because you can always take a rat. NES. Should always put a treasure chest at the end of those long, winding dead ends. Come on. Well, we found one, at least. Shining armor garbage. How is our tactic? We're at like 3/4 TP. We're not in any significant danger yet, but... You know. There's a lot of random battles. Actually, running out of food would be a real issue. Given how long this one is, you probably could. Okay, so this was, I believe, fully explored up to this point. I don't think we've missed any splits. Maybe. Maybe we do a bit of healing. Or, you know what I mean, like... Some healing. I guess Guanxing is the only one with a small AoE heal left. Is that? And we just killed them all. So I will say having multi-attack based on agility is cool, but it makes it harder to know what's going to happen. Like, we could kill one guy, or we could multi-attack and kill 5. Right? Sometimes killing more people is a negative. I mean, it's not a huge negative, but you know what I mean, right? If you're trying to set up these infinite regens. Like, I would like just one enemy general alive. The weakest one possible, really. Only 10,000. He's not too crazy. 2,000... 4,300 dead instantly from Zhang Bao. Berserk. Not too bad, though. So, Berserk doesn't seem like a particularly powerful technique. Okay, maybe we can do a little bit of my defend tactic here. Okay, one guy remains. Okay, I'm not gonna do this for super long, but let's see. So we're currently at 144. I'm just gonna see the average, but I'll speed through it. So we got 9 TP for 1 round. Maybe 8 that time. It's kind of funny, because if you can just recover TP via defending, then why don't you just recover it all between battles, you know? This is just kind of... I feel like always gives you a way to max out your TP once you have any healing spell at all, because one nearly dead rebel I don't think is anything we ever need to really worry about. And you could always try to set it up so they're at like 10 hit points or something, and they'll really never hurt you at all. Anyway, we did capture Ganning, but he ran away. Is this just a loop? Okay, this guy is one of the scarier ones. I'm glad I healed up at least. Oh, sure. Okay, haste immediately is nice at least. Good turn order. And he nearly one-shot Machao. Like I said, not sure I'm a huge fan of this part. Yeah, because now Machao can't do any real damage. I mean, enemies need to be tough or the game gets too easy, I understand, but the ability to just one-shot kill people is not the kind of thing I'm usually happy about. Oh, sure, and now we do so much damage that it's fine, but... Probably, because he's gone from 25,000 to 4,500. He still did 4,000 damage in a single attack, though. Like, let's not mince. Even when this guy is at 1/5 power, his battle damage barely decreased. I'm just glad Zhang Bao gets a lot of doubles. Definitely needs the best weapon with his max agility, there's no doubt. Alright, after that fight, we are once again pretty much full power, just not max TP. So, sure, we can win these. It's not too bad, but it definitely slows things down. That's all, I guess. Like, looks like this was just a loop with no value other than, hooray, you actually accidentally found a random weapon. Talon, was that good, or... I think that's older. Yeah, that's our weakest weapon right now. I know there's at least one more room with some lava in it and a chest. So... let's just keep at it. Alright, might as well just get these... Oh, we're full of men again! Shit. See, I must have been very close when I started, you know, firing people last time. Let's have to do some more of that. This guy looks like a nerd. Maybe that's just because he's bald. I don't know. Let's see what he does. He does not have a lot of defense. He's probably just a nerd. Okay, we win. He's no Tashi G. Of course, I take the dead end. Here I am trying to go somewhat quick. Yeah, so we could have just gotten rid of 2 of these annoying generals, but I don't know which way to go. I feel like I can't auto-battle these safely because they're going to use tactics and stuff. I have to keep inputting commands a bit more smartly. Which means we're going to have to spend more time recovering TP, basically. Which maybe I should have done right there, but... Ling Tong, yeah. Dead end, of course. Hilarious. I know I'm fast-forwarding through this a lot. Trust me, nothing all that unique is happening. Let's see if I can restore a little bit of TP here. Okay, yeah, this is fine. I honestly think if I don't do this, this dungeon will be even worse. Because, well, you saw. There's just too many random battles that drain our TP. And we are, like, I think we're at the point where we would be running out if I hadn't done this a bit already. So I'm not going to go to full, but let's try to get over 100 at least. Maybe there's some of you playing along that are like, Blue, why don't you just get to full every fight, you know? Whew, this place keeps going. And like I said, I think there's still treasure to get. Is this the way out? Ding Fang. Focus them down, guys. Focus them down. Yeah, if we just focus them, get some good hits early on, we're fine. I kind of have a feeling that right path is just exiting. And this might be the last treasure. Yeah, we saw this little... We saw this area, right? Just burn your toes a little bit. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Moon Sword. Okay, it theoretically could be good. I don't know. We got too much junk again. This is the reason I didn't buy a lot of heal potions earlier on, because they kind of make moving this stuff around even worse, right? Because your inventory is always full. Okay, so 170 for fancy halberds. $180, just a little bit better. Halberd is better than an assassin dagger, so another chain of hand-me-downs, which is hopefully worth it. Because then the assassin dagger is better than the talon dagger. So we do get a bunch of upgrades at least. Everyone gets slightly better. Preparation for more burning, although it's probably not too big a deal. Alright, I think maybe I got everything in this dungeon, and maybe we're free? Whew! Alright. We don't want to die right now, because we have to re-travel all the way through there. And I think this might literally just be the final fight of the chapter coming up. Especially if it looks like a dead end, you know. I see you, castle. Oh, what did I press? I was not paying attention. Whoops. I mean, we did win. Oh, man. If only I had some space. Whoops. Sorry. Wow. Wow, yeah. Yeah, that's why I was being so careful during the dungeon, because I didn't want to do that. Don't do what blue do. Do what blue don't. Alright, I'm gonna burn a couple of these elixirs. How are we looking overall? Huang Zhang has a lot of healing to go. And he has 3. Alright, let's see if that's enough to get, you know, in battle healed. Okay, here we go. So we should be able to theoretically set this one up. And we can use, like, the full health heal. As well as some remedy as well. Okay, everyone's mostly full. Huang Zhang might have the lowest agility for extra attacks. Yeah, okay, we killed one. Okay, good. So I think... Let me check my guide here. We went through the cave. I think there's just one castle left. Jianye, I think, is where we're headed. So we definitely want... unless there's a way to heal up before there normally, which would be nice, but I wouldn't bet on it. I mean, I don't know if we need max TP to win these fights, but I'm a little worried. Okay. So the episode's just going to be a little bit longer today. Just the general nature of enemy forces getting powered up. Okay, one more round with a small heal, and then we'll kill. Except Guanxing immediately got hit for enough to undo that. Isn't that hilarious? The one guy that's not defending gets hit. Funny. That would be better if defend included some amount of like aggro, so the enemies couldn't avoid the defending unit automatically. Maybe? I don't know. But maybe you only use defend when you're almost dead anyway, in which case it's you don't want to get attacked. I don't know. I do like games where there are some mechanics for controlling enemy aggro and who they focus on. Being able to control targeting is fun. I don't know. It doesn't feel as RNG, right? Alright, there's actually a bunch of fights. Well, let's see how this goes. I am Ding Fang. Okay, these don't look too bad. As always, some of these gates have a lot of bonus defense on them, so... could be tough. I have confidence. 5 grand gone. 2 grand gone. Almost 3 grand gone. Another 5 grand gone. Oh, Ding Fang, looking pretty dead. And we're done. Thank you. Okay. Way easier than random battles. Prepare to fight Cheng Pu. Now we might be talking a little bit here. Is this that guy that's Zhuge Liang's brother? I think he is. Yeah, he's got some really scary stuff. Alright. We might want to focus him down. $150 defense. He is actually easier to kill than the others too, so there's some logic there. Maybe I should... I don't have any... We could try our own Vanish, but that won't work on tactics, so... I was thinking this would be a good time for us to put our own, you know, tactic protection on. But we don't have any. There's no such thing. So I think we just try to do massive damage, maybe. Yeah, he will die quick if we get some turns. Sorry, Zhang Zhao. Oh, he didn't even do anything. Well, that's his own fault. Alright, enemy super tactician dead. Of these two, who's priority? Do we care about Chang Bu, slightly smarter, or Bu Zi, which is dumber? Well, no, he's pretty smart. Not as smart. I guess if this guy starts using Inferno, that's probably worse than Flame, yeah. So we focus on the top slot. Well, feels like our focus fire worked out very well. Maybe we got a little bit lucky for turn order and, you know, multi-attacks, but... once again, compared to some random battles, this seems fairly chill. Yeah, I think we got this. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I'll just do a little healing and call that a good. Pretty sure that's that. Hooray! Cheng Pu is conquered. We got a bunch of stuff. And a level up. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Almost up to 10 grand. I think we get a new color bar at 10 grand, by the way. Alright, do we get a place to rest is the real question. This is Po Yang. Yeah, well, saving actually doesn't matter, because if you reload, you just go back to Liu Bei anyway. But I mean, sure, if you want to take a break, you'll have to use a wing boot or something. You will find Jindu, the... nearly the last... oh no, not the last... there's still a couple of these left, alright. Okay. In? Oh, thanks. I really was hoping for an in. Alright, well. Zhang Bao, I'm Lu Meng. Do you fail to comprehend my warning? Get out of woo. Sun Quan was here, but he went back to Jianye. Okay, there's probably still a couple castles left by the sound of it. Well, let's see if we're close to one. Maybe I could do one more. Because I have a lot of in-between episode work to do right now. I want to do a bit of grinding, and I also want to delete a bunch of generals to recruit some so they stop interrupting our travel. But that requires a lot of backtracking, and I probably have to do the cave again. Unless we conquer a castle. Okay, Jianan. We can travel back there, right? Okay, never mind. I think. Hold on. No, this is the wrong direction. That's the other side of the cave. So we need something on this side of the mega cave, and then I don't have to redo it, basically. Maybe this castle. To the battlefield! Destroy Liu Bei's army! The Hung guy? Okay. Yeah. And Mi Fang? Right, I'm really trying to kill this guy. I want him out of here. Alright, Hung guy, you're up first. Army size has increased, seeing as we got that level. I still don't know if Destroy does anything. It's never worked. Might need like Zhuge Liang or something who's super smart, you know. Oh! Okay, it just kills people. It's not like instant death, it just kills some soldiers. Honestly, 4,000 is not really enough. It's not bad. I guess it depends on the hit rate, and that depends on intelligence and stuff. It's probably not completely worthless. Excuse me. Excuse me? I'm the one that gets to do triples and stuff? Not you? Huangzhong might be a bit of a vulnerability in our group with his lower agility. Maybe. Really just comes down to whoever does the most damage, right? Like, a lot of these tactics are like, they're fine, but who goes first and hits hardest seems to be all that really matters. So the strategic depth is not super strong here. There is another fight. I guess we're not too far away from a town, but you know, you could fight this gate and then you know, heal up. Instead, I'll just do a quick save and just double fight. Prepare to fight Sun Yu! Okay, not the final fight, because Sun Quan is the leader, but we've got another Zhang, another nerd, with big nerd energy. We got a very powerful, I think, like, historically speaking, all the Sun Dynasty warriors were proud, you know, noble battle fighters. So, probably to be expected. Let's go for the nerd, I guess. I'll haste up, I guess. I'll trade one attack to try to give someone else more. Flame. Okay, that's old tactic. No big deal there. That's weak sauce. So we can sort of ignore Sun Yu if that's what he's gonna do. We'll see. Fortunately, enemy AI not incredibly smart. And you did. I mean, yeah. Alright. I guess Guanxing, you've kind of turned into our default light healer. He also has like the weakest base weapon and the smallest army size, so... Alright, just the one. Alright, we should be fine now, right? Yeah, nothing to worry about. Okay. Bam! Another castle conquered! This is Jindu. Another place you can save. Extra. It was fruitless. Okay, is this a location that we can teleport to? This is what I really want to know. Jindu is teleportable. So now we have a checkpoint, sort of, where we can come back here quickly, which is much in... I am very appreciative, basically. Alright, I will save my inventory management for between episodes, which is coming up soon. And buying elixirs and all that. You've had enough warning, now I'll teach you the sharpness of my sword. Oh, you're just gonna attack me? Okay. I mean, you're pretty strong, but... Sniper, that's new. Sniper, no sniping. How about Zalyun? You're supposedly... You don't have Demolish, you just have Inferno and Thunder. I wonder which one... We'll try a couple techniques, I don't know. Fail. I do find the Inferno fails, like the fire techniques fail a lot. So does Destroy. It's in the fail slot. Alright. He's just gonna waste his time on life. That's proving my AI argument that's not very good. Okay, in theory we might have some defense. And he immediately just goes for the worst, most annoying a feature, where everyone is terrorized and then loses their turn. Great. I don't love that spell. It's really just like the time waster spell, you know? Maybe we try it back on him. What goes around comes around. Don't have high hopes. Yeah, of course. He countered my defense, my fortify, I guess. Honestly, that's not a terrible trade. If he wants to spend his turn to undo our defenses while we keep hitting them. Like, I would trade that over and over again, actually, if he was willing to dispel that every turn, basically. Of course, he's just going to use this and basically just waste our time. Alright, thanks for trying to waste our time. You're stronger than I expected, but Tashi C is even stronger. Yeah, we fought him once or twice in the cave, I think. Alright, new gear, what are we looking at? Halberds for everyone! Dragon helmets for everyone! I will deal with that between episodes. Inventory management, fun. Best mechanic. Best feature. General Zhang Bao. Brigands live in an inn south of the castle. Someone must bring them to justice. Okay. If you defeat them, I'll give them our town treasure. Oh, I think that's a special sword or something. Yeah. I do kind of remember that. Where are we? Is there a treasure here? There is a treasure in Guanling, but I don't think that's where we are. That's something later. Yeah, that's in the next chapter. After 3 generations, the ruling family of Wu appears at an end. Well, they shouldn't have invaded. They invaded me first. I'm just defending myself. Totally. Sun Quan's castle? It's northeast. You might want to change your lineup. Oh, nice. So we get some extra, building, management, basically, that saves us some backtracking in theory, which is good. If this other town is close by, maybe I could do this quick. I don't remember how far away it is. I do kind of remember this mazy... Yeah, the mazy mountain up there is a little annoying. But we can do this quick, maybe. What are you doing here? Farmers don't have a chance against us. Go home. Yeah, bonus pirate battle. Not that strong, or... Well, fairly strong, but not that smart, mainly. So... I think we just attack with most people, but this might be one where terror works really well. Actually, let's go Inferno and Terror. See how this goes. Certainly they outnumber us, but they're not real generals. Okay, Inferno was the wrong one. Zap or Thunder would have done more, I guess. I was thinking because they had low intelligence, this might be better. But terror, 1, fail, 2, 3, 4 out of 5. Yep. All right, they're getting over it quickly, but they're also dying. They hit pretty hard. This is kind of, I feel like this was always kind of a fun little bonus battle. Let's try another terror. Blam! 10,000 damage? Oh, jeesh. Jang. You killed more people, like, you've only got 9,000. You actually killed more, every man in your army killed more than one man in their army that round. Pirates are getting wrecked. Honestly, the terror is working really well here. We could try a destroy as well, seeing as their intelligence is bad. $6 grand? Yeah, it's pretty solid. But yeah, we've won. 22,000 XP. Bam. Take that level. We crossed into the 10,000 barrier. We should see some new bars, actually. Lucky. I wanted to show that off on camera, too. That's nice. Any new skills? No. I give up. It was the chaos and the unrest that made us brigands. We promised to change our ways. Alright. Thank you. One little side quest out of the way. There we go. We're red now. Oh, these guys. I didn't bother getting everyone healed up or anything, which might have been smart. This episode's been going on really long, so I'm kind of speeding this up. We're already well overdue to end, so... Oh, we actually used all our TP. Alright. We win, though. Alright, so you guys got to see the colors change. Always a fun time. Captured some guys, but we have no space anyway. We got a free halberd. That saved me some money. I don't really want to fight you guys anymore. Come on. We are pushing our luck. I will be buying some more elixirs. So this is fine. Honestly, the fact that elixirs exist kind of make the restore spell kind of poor. Because elixirs are maybe better and they don't cost any TP. Anyway, fully healed. Who was it that wanted me to kill those guys? I just want to get this quest out of the way before I do some grinding. You? No. You? No. Okay, I can clean up. I can fire a bunch of old generals from there, which is good. Okay, here, this guy. Thanks for defeating the dragons. We got this from some brigands. It's a weapon named the Earth Club, or Mace, probably. So this should be one of the sort of legendary weapons. 180. That was the Moon Sword already. Yeah, 215. That might be about as high as we're going to get, other than the other legendary weapons, if we find any more. Yeah, I'll do some inventory management. I'll fire a bunch of old generals. And I probably... Well, what level are we at? We're at level 32 now. Find out next episode how many levels I get, but I'm not planning on doing a crazy grind, but Guanxing and that 5,000 soldiers seems kind of on the low end, so I want to get some levels, and I might decide to put Zhuge Liang in. I don't know. Do you think 255 intelligence with stronger spells would be worth it for the kind of end game here? Definitely decreases our, you know, basic damage, but if all we're doing is tactics anyway, he should be much better at it than, you know, anyone. Like, that is his thing. Anyway, I'm going to end the episode here. Thanks for watching, though, either way. Next time, might be able to beat the game. Depends on how much trouble we have with the last couple chapters. But I was hoping to beat Sun Quan today. We did not quite make it that far. But, yeah, I definitely feel like a little bit of grinding and some shopping and stuff is warranted. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed.